So the very first one that I've got for you is a countdown timer for emails. So you've probably seen countdown timers on websites for things like events, counting down to an event coming up or the expiry of a promotion or an offer that you might have. And typically you'll find them around Black Friday or Cyber Monday. But we do have end of financial year coming up. So countdown timers are great for the EFE sales or end of financial year sales. I've just started to see some of those pop up now, so it's getting closer to it. One of the problems is how do you get a countdown into email? So that is more difficult. It's difficult to get apps that will do that, but this particular one will. So you can have an image in your email, so it could be just your normal promotional email. You might pop a countdown timer at the top of it or at the bottom of it, or you can have what's called a GIF image in your email. So a GIF image looks like a video. It's not a video. It moves like a video, but it's not. And people click on it and then they can go through to your video. So you can have a countdown timer for, sort of around a video as well too. So all of those help with engagement. So with this particular app called Motion Mail, this one here can embed a camera into your mail. So I've actually logged in at the moment. I'll show you how it works. And I've got a couple of timers in here already pre-set up from when I've used it before. So all you do is you can see it's in small writing at the moment, but I've got two timers in there. Use one for Christmas time. But to create a timer, there's a button there that says create new timer. You can give the timer a name. So I call it my promotion. You can set the date, so the end date. So let's say it's going to end on May the 4th, and it's going to end at 6:20 p.m. You set your time zone as well. So that's really important. You set the time zone you're in. So we're in one of the Australian time zones. I'll select Brisbane because that's close enough to where I am. You can set your language as well. So it comes in a range of different languages. So I'll leave it there as English. And then you can even do things like set the colors. So you can create the timers in the colors that you would like and ones that match your brand. So if we hit save, now that'll save the timer. So here's where all the magic happens. You can use the timer and embed it into your website, but we're looking to embed it. And here is the code here. So there's a piece of code that if you click the copy, let me just increase the size of my screen. Whoop. Increase the size of my screen so hopefully you can see that. All right, so there's the code that you copy, and so it's for your website. To embed it into email, there's a link below it. If you click that link below it, how to embed it into email, that gives you the instructions on how to do it. So you can, and there's a range there. So I happen to use Gmail, which is Google Workspace. And so this is where it gives you those instructions, and you can see here it says paste, or there's a little piece of code here. So this is what it's saying is your timer. This is the your Google Workspace email where you insert photos or insert images. So you put the link to the timer in where you'd normally put an image. So and each of the platforms do it differently. So if you just go to that page there with the instructions on, what sort of email client that you've got, then you can pick the one that's going to work best for you. So if you're using a CRM, there's CRMs in there like MailerLite, MailChimp, Klaviyo, GetResponse, ConvertKit. So they've got them for, a lot of the major CRMs as well too. So effectively what it is there is a link in here. I'm going to highlight it so you can see it. So it's that https:// and then there's that link. If you want to embed it into email, you copy that particular link there. And that's where, like if you're using Google Mail, which I do, that's where you post it into the images, where you upload the images in Google Mail. But again, all of those platforms will have instructions on how to do that. But a very handy feature if you want to include a countdown in your email for promotions that you've got running or events that you've got happening. This is a very handy tool, and it's free. So, which is another good thing. So that app there is called motionmailapp.com. Now, these apps, we will drop these into chat. So if you're not quite sure where chat is, have a look at the toolbar at the bottom of your screen, and you'll see a speech bubble, or a sort of a chat speech bubble there. It's got chat below it. And if you click on that, that'll open up chat. And you'll see there are some people that are introducing themselves in there too. So feel free to do that as well too. But we'll drop all of those links into chat. They'll be clickable, so you can click on it and view it at some later time. All right, next one I've got for you is the site can't be reached. It can be reached. There we go. With all of the AI content going around, how do you know whether it is AI generated or whether it is human generated content? There is this tool on quillbot.com/AI-content-detector. So what you do is you can either sort of copy and paste text into there, or you can upload a document. Why would you use it? Well, if you happen to be a school teacher, or a university lecturer, you may want to check assignments there to see whether they've been generated by AI. This is one of the tools that will do that there. If you have outsourced some of your content creation, this is a good way to check whether they have written it or whether they have used AI. Not necessarily that AI is a bad thing or a good thing. It's just so that you know, because there are some rules around it, I suppose, when it comes to Google, sort of indexing pages that are generated. The rules on that just keep changing all the time. The algorithm keeps changing all the time. Google did say at one point it was going to penalize, well, not penalize, but you had to sort of attribute content to being AI content. It wasn't going to rank it as well, but they've changed their tune on that a number of times, probably because they are using an AI tool themselves and promoting an AI tool themselves for people. So this one here, the AI detector, and it can help you as well too. So if you've generated content and you want to sort of see whether it is, people read it as AI, because you'll know, when you're reading content, you know that some of it is AI generated. This is a good way to upload it, see what percentage it gives you. As it being AI generated. If it's 80%, you might need to just rewrite it a bit, or pop it back in and get it sort of edited and rewritten until it's at a more acceptable level. So, anything under 30% where it's recognizing that it's AI is probably generally acceptable these days if you're using it for, like blog content or article content for your website. So that one there is called quillbot.com AI-content-detector. All right, next one I've got for you, for those that like getting points on your card when you are paying bills or when people pay you. This particular site here, I stumbled across this one. Someone that I know was using it and had spoken to me about it. It's called b2bpay.com.au, and you can sign up for that as a business. And you can send your invoices out, or send a link on your invoice out for people to come through, and they can pay you through this portal. If they do pay you through this portal, it is linked to Qantas Rewards. So if you've got a Qantas Rewards card, unfortunately, there's no other cards it's linked to, it's just Qantas, then you can get Qantas points for invoices that people pay you with, and of course, if you're paying other people with that are on the service as well, then you get Qantas points for that too, and they get Qantas points on it as well too. It's reasonably simple to set up. It does integrate with some of the major invoicing platforms, like I think QuickBooks and Xero. What have we got? I saw it there. Yeah, MyOb, QuickBooks, and Xero. So it does integrate with them. So when you're sending the links out, it'll automatically do it for you. Why would you want to collect the points? Good for travel if you're looking to get sort of discounted travel. But obviously, Qantas points, you can use it at a range of other places as well too. So they're linked up with a number of other physical merchants that you can spend the rewards at as well too. So that one there is called b2bpay.com.au. All right, next one I have for you is Context Mind. Oh, this is an interesting app, this one here. It's a mind mapping tool, but it's a mind mapping tool with AI baked into it for you to generate ideas for your content. I was logged into it. Let's see if I can log back into it, and I'll show you how it works. But what it does is it pulls in a range of sources for your content. There we go. And you can start to collate content ideas together along with articles that reference those content sources as well too. So we're inside it at the moment. As I said, it's a bit like a mind map, and you can create a whole map around it. So if we say create new map, there we go. So click that new map button on the top right. And now it'll create a palette for you to begin collecting ideas. So on the left-hand side, this is where it all happens. So let's say we want to search for something around, let's say retirement. Because we've got the retirement person here. So retirement, so if you type that in, then you get a number of suggestions that come up around retirement. So what you can do is, here's one here, mandatory retirement. You might want to think, well, there's probably some content ideas we can write around that. If you click on it, then it will give you lots and lots of articles that it is found around the web. So it's like a search engine. It's looking for content ideas, and any that grab your attention, you can add it to your map, and you can move that around too. And then you can just go and select a range of other ones. So retirement planning for millennials. Now, some of them probably not thinking about that too much at the moment. But that's another sort of topic area as well. And then you can add that to your mind map. So it has got mind mapping functions there. You can link things together as well too. And you can create a all of your content ideas out of that. So if you're looking for a content planner there, where you get resources for research as well, this one here is a very good tool to really help for that there. So one there is called contextminds.com. All right, and the next one I have for you is one called blogify.ai. Actually, this is the one. I was chatting to Ben, who just before the show, and talking about one of my favorite tools. This is the one that's one of my favorites, called Blogify. What I particularly like about this is, let me just log into this. I can't remember my login now. Let's just try this. Here we go. I'm going to open up YouTube while it's doing that. Here we go. Let's continue on with that. Sign my life away by signing in with Google. Okay. YouTube. Okay, we logged in yet? Welcome back. It's welcoming me back, but it's still wanting me to log in. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's skip all that. All right, so this is what it looks like inside. But what you can do is that you can create posts. So I've already done a blog post from a video. So all I've done is I've gone over to my YouTube channel. I've grabbed a video from our YouTube channel. So it was this particular video here that I used. So it's really just effectively grabbing the link to that. So click those three little dots, click the share button, copy that link, go back into the platform, and then you can click that generate blog button, and it gives you a range of options. So I selected YouTube, and all you do is you paste that YouTube link into the box there. And now it's going to analyze it. There are a range of options there for you to create the post. So, do you want it first person, second person, third person? What sort of tone would you like? Inspirational, engaging, professional, conversational? How long is the blog? It's a small one, medium one, or large one. Let's just select medium for that. The type of English. So we'll go for Australian English for this. And once you've done all that, add content images. So you can drag and add images in here, and it will include that in the blog. And you can even publish it to the platform of your choice. So you can have it generate here, and then it will create the blog post on WordPress, or Blogger, MailChimp, sort of the platforms that of your choice. And you can connect it to Zapier too, to then shoot it through to your website, depending on it, your platform. So then you just hit that generate blog. This is where the magic happens. And what it now does is it listens to your video and it's transcribing your video, and then it's going to write it into a blog article. So I wonder if I can get, oh, there we go. It's running through now. I've actually done this one before. Let's see if we can get out of it. Here it is here. So here's the one that I did before. So we click to edit it. And you'll see the quality of it is fairly good. So it gives you the sort of subtitles for it, gives you the main title and subtitles, and it gives it a format there that's very easily readable too. So it's a reasonable sized blog, and it's really just summarized or turned that video content into a blog. So you can copy and paste that into your website, or as I say, you can have it automatically post to your website. So they do have a free plan there for you to try it out. You do have to create an account with it and verify your account, and then they give you credits. Up on the top right hand side you can see credits. I've got 10 credits left, and then after that you can pay for it. So you certainly get enough there to be able to take it for a spin to find out how it works. So that one there is called blogify.ai, and that there is a roundup of our cool online tools for tonight. All right, well, hopefully there's some there that were of interest or of use to you. So all of those links are now in chat. You'll see them as the last post in chat. Again, chat is that speech bubble icon at the bottom of your screen in your Zoom toolbar. What I'd love you to do, tell us what was your favorite one. So just drop into chat. What was your favorite one that you think that you might use or at least explore over the next week or two? And of course, all of these apps and tools, we will post these up to the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook group. If you're not a member of that group, just head over to Facebook and search for Business Owners Smashing It Online, and we will accept you into that. And of course, you'll see a lot of the past apps and tools all in there. So you can search for those tools in there. And of course, we'll post these across various other social media platforms. So you'll probably see it popping up in your feed every now and again. And of course, if you click through to them and they've got marketing going, you'll probably start to see them remarketing you, as I sort of see in my search and feeds as well too. So what have we got? B2B looks cool. Yeah, Blogify, Motion Mail, Context Minds, Blogify. All right, Context Minds, Blogify. So it looks like it's a bit of a tie there for Blogify and Context Minds. So all right, well, there's a couple of good tools there or a few good tools there to get your teeth into. And of course, I'm always interested to hear how you go with it. If you find a particular use case or you find some interesting features in it, feel free, let me know either in Facebook, shoot me a message. I'm happy to take those messages, and I'll respond as well too. And of course, these apps and tools we bring to you so that it helps you with your online business or the online aspect of your business to explore. And of course, we do have a service as well, a range of services to help you to implement these tools into your business. And if you're interested in getting that sort of help as well, feel free to reach out, and we can let you know what sort of packages we've got here.